The surprising truth about eggs and clogged arteries, what you need to know. Dr. Mandel. If you've ever been told by a doctor to limit eggs to lower your cholesterol, the next part may surprise you. Not because that advice is entirely wrong, but because there's a much bigger picture, and the most dangerous part isn't actually the egg. Let me paint a scenario for you. Imagine two people of the same age and weight. One eats 3 eggs every morning. The other eats just 1 egg a week. But after a cholesterol test, the daily egg eater is within safe limits, while the other is prescribed statins due to high cholesterol levels. So what's going on here? The reality is this: your liver produces up to 80% of the cholesterol in your body. The cholesterol you consume, whether from eggs or high-fat foods, only accounts for about 20%. And not everyone processes cholesterol the same way. The issue isn't how much cholesterol you eat, but rather the presence of chronic inflammation in your body and the health of your liver. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Medicine in 2020, which reviewed data from over 400,000 individuals, found that eating more than 1 egg per day did not increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. This wasn't just an interesting finding, it challenges the long-standing theory that eating eggs equals high cholesterol equals heart disease, a belief that has shaped dietary guidelines for decades. So why have eggs been vilified? The answer likely has more to do with the pharmaceutical industry, fear-driven public campaigns, and something called oxidized LDL. Before you decide to push that egg off your breakfast plate, let me share one more critical fact. There's something far more important than your total blood cholesterol level, and that's your inflammation markers, particularly the level of CRP, C-reactive protein, in your body. In truth, many people who suffer from heart attacks, strokes, or arterial blockages don't have high cholesterol. So what do they have? The liver, the silent cholesterol regulator you rarely think about. The liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body. Every day, it produces, regulates, and transports various types of fats, including cholesterol, to keep your system running smoothly. What's fascinating is that over 80% of the cholesterol found in your blood is produced endogenously by your liver, not absorbed from foods like eggs, meat, or butter. So why does the liver overdo it and cause cholesterol levels to rise? The answer lies in visceral fat and a condition known as fatty liver, specifically non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. When you consume excessive amounts of refined sugar, processed foods, or simple carbohydrates, your blood insulin levels rise to handle the sugar load. But if this becomes a daily habit over many years, your body develops insulin resistance. At that point, the liver is forced to convert the excess sugar into fat, which gets stored in liver cells. The result is a liver that becomes flooded with fat, a condition that severely disrupts its filtering and metabolic functions. Fatty liver directly affects how the liver produces and clears cholesterol. It begins to generate more LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, while producing less HDL, the type responsible for removing cholesterol from the body. A study published in Nature in 2024 confirmed that NAFLD is a key factor in lipid metabolism disorders and significantly increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. And here's the critical point. You can eat very little fat and only a few eggs, but if your liver is fatty or you have chronic inflammation, your cholesterol levels can still rise, because the root of the problem lies in the organ that regulates cholesterol, not in the cholesterol you consume. In other words, the egg is not the culprit. A damaged liver is the true source of imbalance. Inflammation is the true silent killer, not cholesterol. Imagine your blood vessels as a highway. Cholesterol, whether LDL or HDL, is simply like vehicles traveling along that road. The real problem arises not from the vehicles themselves, but from cracks in the road's surface, or from areas where debris accumulates. And what causes those cracks? chronic inflammation. For decades, medicine believed that lowering cholesterol, especially LDL, was the key to reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. But in recent years, groundbreaking studies like the CANTOS trial, led by Dr. Paul Ridker, have revealed something astonishing. Individuals with high levels of CRP, C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation, face a significantly higher cardiovascular risk even when their cholesterol levels are normal. So what does inflammation actually do? When LDL becomes oxidized, altered by exposure to free radicals, the immune system identifies it as a foreign threat. In response, it sends macrophages to clean up the damage. These macrophages engulf the oxidized LDL, transforming into foam cells. Over time, these foam cells accumulate inside the arterial wall, forming atherosclerotic plaques. The problem is, the more plaque there is, the more aggressively the body tries to repair the site by triggering even stronger inflammatory responses. And so a vicious cycle begins. Inflammation, buildup, more inflammation. Eventually, one of these plaques ruptures, leading to the formation of a blood clot that blocks the artery, causing a heart attack. In other words, LDL itself isn't inherently harmful. It becomes dangerous only when oxidized in an environment of chronic inflammation. What's most important to understand is that chronic inflammation often produces no obvious symptoms. You may not have a fever or feel any pain, yet a slow-burning inflammatory process could be taking place inside your body every single day. The main contributors? Refined sugars, processed foods, chronic stress, poor sleep, and metabolic imbalances. If we only focus on cholesterol numbers, we risk missing the much larger picture. That's why more and more doctors today are shifting their focus, not just to lower cholesterol at all costs, but to reduce inflammation and improve the health and resilience of blood vessels. Eggs, an anti-inflammatory powerhouse you've been misjudging.
When most people think about eggs, they immediately associate them with fat and cholesterol. But in reality, eggs, especially the yolks, are among the most nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods you can find in nature. Let's start with choline, an essential nutrient that plays a crucial role in building cell membranes, metabolizing fat, and supporting heart health. The body cannot produce enough choline on its own, and eggs are one of the richest natural sources. A recent study published by Verywell Health showed that choline from eggs helps reduce inflammation and regulate liver metabolism, contributing to more balanced cholesterol levels. Next, we have lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful carotenoids that act as biological shields in the macula of the eye. These antioxidants help neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative damage, including the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which in turn lowers the risk of plaque formation in the arteries. Eggs, especially those from organic or pasture-raised hens, also contain omega-3 fatty acids, which play a vital role in reducing systemic inflammation. Omega-3s not only support cardiovascular function, but also help stabilize cell membranes, modulate the immune response, and prevent widespread inflammatory activity. We can't overlook vitamins D, B12, A, E, and K, all of which play a part in regulating enzyme activity and inflammatory responses throughout the body. Egg yolks are rich in these micronutrients, and more importantly, they're present in forms that the body can easily absorb and utilize. Taken together, eggs are not just a complete source of high-quality protein, they're a nutritional package that helps stabilize metabolism, reduce inflammation, and protect cardiovascular health. It's time to redeem the egg. As you can see, eggs are not the silent culprits behind heart disease we were once led to believe. For far too long, our focus has been narrowed on cholesterol while overlooking the real root causes: chronic inflammation, fatty liver disease, and unhealthy lifestyle patterns. Many people have given up their morning eggs out of fear, only to find themselves taking statins daily without addressing the true underlying issues. It's time we adopt a more comprehensive view, one that prioritizes anti-inflammatory nutrition, supports liver function, and fosters a deeper understanding of how our bodies truly work. If this video gave you a new perspective, please share it with your loved ones and friends, especially those who are still struggling to navigate conflicting advice about food and health. Sometimes a single click to share can be your way of helping them live longer, healthier lives alongside you. Wishing you a peaceful day, from your heart to every vessel in your body.